Hello, and welcome to the weekly rewind. Well, I guess I'll be discussing everything from gaming, entertainment, culture, pop culture, nerd stuff, everything important, right? That I guess I deem important over the past week. Big things this week happened. Big things happened this week, from Spider-Man releasing, which has people still in a flurry, right? With spoilers and the like. It's actually quite terrifying. If you haven't seen it already, Godspeed, but it is amazing. On the other note, Sony has unveiled new controller colors, new faceplates. They're calling them, I think, console something. Anyway, also S.T.A.L.K.E.R. wants the S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 for the sequel wants to add NFTs to their game. It's a big week. Let's dive into it, huh? First bit of news is, of course, the Analogue Pocket released, I think it was Sunday. Either way, it got some rave reviews, whether it be from Engadget and Jeff Grubb. Everyone is talking it up as arguably the newest Game Boy replacement. Works as the same as these classic devices where you can pretty much just download everything onto the device itself, which costs $220, I believe. Yeah, $220, and it's really versatile. You can plug it into your TV basically like a Switch, play almost anything from back in the day. It'll play pretty much anything. You can even plug in Game Gear cartridges, which is pretty fantastic. Engadget did a fantastic write-up by J. True. True likewise brings up that their Analogue OS, the operating system that the company uses, is actually fantastic. You'll find some video and audio options and a few system-specific settings. Right now, even save states are barely supported, so yikes. Even then, definitely give J. True's article a read as a good starting point for where and how to obtain the Analogue Pocket, a pretty awesome and stellar device that's getting a lot of attention over the past week. Next up, we have PlayStation and their newest introduction of console faceplates, basically adding in a lineup of red, black, light blue, dark blue, I guess, pink faceplates, or console covers as they're calling them, priced at a whopping $50, which $55 I believe, which is pretty steep for just this piece of plastic. And sure, this is how Sony makes back their money, so it kind of makes sense, right? The console is sold at a loss so they can provide better software and make their money back via software and accessories, whether it be audio devices. They did just release their black version of the Pulse 3D headset, and they're also releasing complementary controller colors alongside these faceplates, so it'll be interesting to see what and how much money they make from these different peripherals, but I think it'll sell a lot. For me personally, I like the white for the PS5. I think it's fine as it is. I would like a black one, but or even a purple one, but it's not necessary. It's not something I want to be dropping $50 on immediately. Another big one hitting the scenes that actually was getting a lot of Twitch, a lot of memeage. HasanAbi, a popular left-swinging streamer broadcaster, was banned for saying the C word. A few days before, his two mods of his were banned for the same thing, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But either way, whether you appreciate the ban or not, it's just funny to see how Twitch will go after stuff like this on a moment's notice. But when POC, people of color, are being attacked through Twitch chat and other terrible means, bots and stuff, they take a week to figure this shit out. It's just funny and kind of stupid on their part to be doing that, but it is what it is. Hasan tweeted, "Yes, it is for exactly what you think it is. Anti-white racism." They're using the term. Let's see. I don't even want to say it, but other people likewise got into the mix, including Ms. Kiff, Cutie Cinderella, Daniel Ahmad, and more. Big news with Elden Ring hype. Edge magazine is publishing a full-length spread and an interview with Hidetaka Miyazaki, going over everything from game design, how he came up with it, where him and George R. R. Martin kind of put things together, placing the pieces down. And I pre-ordered it for, I think it was $10 on Edge's website, which I can link below how to pre-order it if necessary. But that seems hype. And more Elden Ring news, because it's just that hype. Elden Ring Network Test now can be played on jailbroken PS5
PS4s.
This is according to Lance McDonald, a relatively well-known hacker, and he does a lot of different things. He's a streamer too. He broadcasts a bunch of different things, but main among them being PS4 hacks and kind of breaking the mold in that sense. So he says on Twitter, just woke up to see a patch for Elden Ring Network Test version allowing jailbroken PlayStation 4 owners to play the demo without limits has appeared on a bunch of public websites now, meaning what was intended to be a time-limited 4-day demo is now playable forever into the future. So this is cool, but it's also a little scary. It's opened the doors and the floodgates now for people to spoil the rest of the game. A lot of spoilers are now breaking loose, and people are getting to know characters. For instance, Mordecai, Elden Ring update, well-known Elden Ring fan and Soulsborne community veteran. Now that he does the Elden Ring update, every day releasing a video leading up to the release of the game. He explained that even character voices, we know that there are, I want to say 200 or so character voices being played. The tweet that he tweeted out that day is now deleted, but a lot of these different concepts are being brought to reality. People are figuring out things about the game, and it's scary, but it's also kind of neat. I mean, we're learning about the game. I mean, I've stayed far away from the spoilers, but I think it's kind of neat how the jailbroken aspect of it, being able to dig and dive deep into the files and figure stuff out, it's just fascinating to me. Scary on the other hand though, if you're actually very committed to the experience, the fresh and new experience of learning it as the story evolves, which to a degree I am, but doing guides and doing actual work with the game, I think stuff like that is kind of just, things will get spoiled for me all the time, so I'm kind of used to it at this point. Another big drop of the hat. This happened on Tuesday, I believe. DrDisrespect is starting his own AAA gaming studio called Midnight Society. It actually seems pretty cool. They already have their own Twitter page, which has a whopping 108,000 followers. And this only just came to light 4 days ago, which is kind of crazy. They have their own website, which I will link below, basically asking, greatness is coming. Prepare yourselves. Greatness is coming. Drop your email and we'll let you know the moment you can enter the fray. What games do I expect DrDisrespect to make? I don't know, man. He is a certain character, and it's interesting because, you know, he has this stigma to him. He has a huge fan base, so I think it'll go far and beyond just simple AAA gaming. I think he'll break the mold in terms of actually bringing stuff to light that are important, not only to him, FPS shooters, but also gamers in general. Having his mindset behind it all, I think it'll be interesting. Next on the docket, we have a big one, ladies and gentlemen. We have a massive bomb hitting us like a ton of bricks. Silent Hill could be back. That's right. Hideo Kojima said, "I'm scared. I feel like I've been erased from the world. A man who has been erased from the world. Ha, ha, ha." This was on December 14th, of course. And let me tell you, a lot of people saw this as a cry for help, a random tweet from the big old mind of Hideo Kojima, who can just say whatever he wants on the internet, and people will just be like, what is he talking about? This is the man who created and built up Metal Gear, so what is going on in his brain? Jeff Keighley, well-known journalist, writer, and just influencer in general in the game sphere, he runs the Game Awards, replies, "Hopefully they won't keep you silent for long." Though, okay, I understand. Just some random people talking. Just random people just saying whatever it is, but feels a little too on the nose. At the Game Awards, 2 moments Silent Hill was teased, and more so one time because of Keiichi Toyama. He works with Silent Hill. He had made it, and he's making a new game, so Silent Hill was mentioned before his game, Slitterhead. But the other moment was Guillermo del Toro, who brings up the fact that Silent Hill is a great art direction, is a great video game experience, and he mentioned, "I hope people can play that soon, that series again soon." So not only have we got just this random tweet, these random replies, but we have a lot of teases, a lot of hints, and we know that there are 2 games being made currently. One by Bloober Team that was licensed out, and another one we don't know yet, which could very well be on Hideo Kojima's hands. We really don't know. We'll see. The future is upon us, my good friends. The future is here. STALKER 2 will use NFTs for its STALKER metaverse, where you can become a metahuman inside the game. That's right. That's right. We're entering the Matrix, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Peters of The Verge says in a really well-written article, to become a metahuman, players will be able to bid for an NFT offering that prize as part of an auction taking place in January of 2022. Whoever owns the NFT to become an NPC in the game will be able to buy and sell it up until a specific claim date after the auction. It's kind of getting a little absurd, but at the same time, right, I mean, it makes sense where this new crypto and NFT space is going to evolve, and it's obviously going to push into the gaming industry, and a lot of people don't want it there. A lot of people don't think that it's a good spot in that sphere, and I don't blame them. I think it's kind of predatory to a degree, and also it's like gambling. It's like loot boxes. The same thing as loot boxes. It's kind of absurd that this is where we're at as a society, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. People are going to have their wants and needs, and you know, Stalker 2, hey, you want to become a metahuman? By all means, become it. Big news dropped on Wednesday. Ubisoft announced the third echelon standby. In a huge tweet, they said Splinter Cell remake is underway at Ubisoft Toronto using the Snowdrop engine of all places, which kind of an incredible engineering feat. It's a new system that even wowed the big old James Cameron. The reason that Ubisoft is working and making the Avatar game, the Avatar James Cameron game, is because of their showcase of the Snowdrop technology to Cameron, who I read a whole book about this, how this technology is kind of, I don't want to say revolutionary, but it's a beautiful aspect. And I feel like remaking Splinter Cell in this new tech will be kind of cool. They also mentioned that they're hiring all across Ubisoft. So say what you will, bad practices and such. You'll find these bad apples everywhere. I'm not condoning any bad blood, but Ubisoft, EA, Activision, all of these workspaces aren't going to be perfect. But that's not to say that you shouldn't be concerned. But Ubisoft is looking for employees, so hey, shoot your shot. Heading back on into the entertainment sphere, Ibai, one of the, if not the, arguably biggest Spanish-speaking broadcasters, making his own organization, kind of like 100 Thieves or OTK or even TSM. Ibai is presenting KOI is the name of the organization. KOI, 12 Spanish content creators in a League of Legends, a massive League of Legends team. 300,000 viewers are watching Ibai's stream as he announced this new incredible organization, which I think will have some pretty big merit in terms of weight and just content creation in general. Both wherever they go, it'll be fantastic. I'm hyped to see what Ibai does. I don't really watch Ibai, to be honest, but he definitely brings it. I remember I watch a lot of Mizkif, and Mizkif talks about Ibai a lot. I forget what day it was specifically, but Mizkif checked in on Ibai's stream one time when Ibai was doing a huge tournament. I believe it was just dodgeball or something or the other. But at the time, Ibai had 200,000 people watching. He's a heavy hitter. We're talking about 2 XQCs and maybe even a Hasan thrown in, right? XQC, for those who don't know, is a pretty well-known 50K average viewer streamer who knocks it out of the park in terms of American audiences, English-speaking audiences. Ibai almost triples that. It's absurd, but there's a market for it, right? If anyone's going to bring it to the fucking table, dude, it's Ibai. League of Legends 2 is massive. I feel like maybe they'll draw in even more international acclaim outside of the Spanish realm, right? We'll see. Last on my list here is No Way Home. This movie is hype. As I said, I've already seen it. I saw it Thursday night, and I'll have to say, go watch this movie. If you're a fan of anything Spider-Man, go watch this film. Literally run out. Go see it immediately. Don't look at social media. Don't look at anything. Go watch this movie. Both Deadline and the New York Times are raving about this. And they're not the only one. Everyone, really, all the media outlets are giving this thing a pretty big thumbs up. Both the New York Times and Deadline gave it pretty fantastic review. The New York Times mentions the approach to kind of focusing more so on Peter, whereas Spider-Man itself isn't necessarily the biggest part. Also, end capping is just superb. Everything about this movie is fantastic. According to Deadline, it's already raking in over $300 million, which was their target, was $300 million, and it's already surpassing that tremendously. UK, 24 million, Mexico, 20 million, Korea, 12 million, Russia, 9 million. You can read it all in Deadline, but it's just insane, the numbers that Spider-Man Far From Home is breaking in. Swing out there and go see that movie. I am telling you, if you're a fan of Spider-Man, you will not be disappointed. Its end cap is superb. Everything. Doctor Strange is amazing in it. What more could you ask for, right? After watching the movie, I sat there and was like, what more could have I asked for? Nothing. Literally nothing. All in all, I think this week was pretty dope. We had a pretty massive Elden Ring drop with spoilers. Sure, it's a little annoying. And hey, if you don't want to hear spoilers, don't be giving that stuff away, man. Don't, seriously, like, if you're dropping spoilers and stuff, probably refrain from that. Same thing with Spider-Man. We're getting all these people that love to just drop spoilers and ruining the experience for fans. It's like, aren't you a fan? Or I guess not. I mean, I guess they aren't, right? If they want to act like that. More to the point, it was a good week. Starting from 13th, ending on the 18th today. I didn't really look to see if there was anything huge or noteworthy for today, but it's Saturday. I mean, there may be something here and there, but yeah, I'm starting this new series called Weekly Rewind. Give it a shout out. I hope this benefited you in some sense. I hope you gained some knowledge and, you know, found some insight from the random tidbits that I saw this week, especially with the Analogue Pocket. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty neat device, and Ibai's new organization, I think, will be kind of something to keep your eye on. I'm surprised Devin Nash hasn't dropped a video about it already, but I'm sure we'll get it soon. Anyway, that's it for me. I don't think I'll be doing this week. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all you folks out there. I think I'll be a little bit too busy this week, and we'll see how it goes for the 27th. But yeah, until next time, guys, don't drown out there, all right? Be safe, and yeah, don't be idiots. Later.